So hi, my name is Marissa Smith. When I was younger, I had very few interests, which is really a big contrast in comparison to now because I feel very motivated and excited to do things. But when I was younger, I didn't find anything that I was particularly invested in or attracted to. So school was really unexciting for me. And all the physical activities that my friends took part in, such as dance, were really unfruitful for me. I didn't feel motivated. I didn't feel like this was something I wanted to do like anything else. I didn't have a passion, and I really desperately sought for one. So my mom has multiple sclerosis, which is a neurological and nervous system illness. And so when she got that, I really was attracted to medicine because without it, she more than likely wouldn't be here, and she influences my life a lot. So after she got that, and after I realized the severity of it, which took me a very long time to understand and to process, I really decided that medicine was something that I wanted to learn more about and understand how this medicine was impacting and benefiting my mom. And I also found out that I really enjoyed helping people through the fact that I have an older sister and she has 2 daughters, and I really love them so very much, and they mean the world to me. And so through this experience with my mom and through this experience with my 2 nieces, I found that I really enjoyed medicine and helping people. So you can probably figure out where this is going. So when I got to high school, I began to develop even more of an affinity for understanding sciences because I got to take classes that were more directly related to the experiences that I've had. So, and then as an idea or as something that I could do to relieve any stress that I felt by these classes, I took art alongside of it. So I really enjoyed creating 2D art because of the conversation that creative, personal, in-depth art could spark, and most of my high school electives were defined by sciences and arts. So combining these passions and interests that I had in my high school career, I first went to an EKU science camp the last week of my junior year, and this really helped to solidify my interest in biology. I always thought that I really wanted to go into it, but I never knew until I was on EKU's campus and I got to experience a few of the classes and what being in those classes in my future would look like. And so through that, I felt like that was a really defining moment for me and a defining experience. I know you're probably looking at the map, but that was on EKU's wall. There were a lot of different chemical compounds laid out on the wall, and I thought they were really interesting to look at, not just because they were drugs. So I felt like that was a really solidifying moment for me, and I really enjoyed that experience. I got to meet new people, and I got to be on the forefront of something that I never really knew that I wanted to be on the forefront of. So after that, I also volunteered at the Red Cross blood drive here 2 times. This was really important to me because in doing so, I did not donate blood, but I helped the people that did, and I saw the impact that donating blood had on people because that blood goes to sickly children, that blood goes to older people, it goes through the community, and I felt like that was really important for me to recognize because I never really knew the impact that blood can have on, that the sharing of this can have on other people. And so then, in addition to that, in the end of my junior year, I also developed my AP Art concentration. So my AP Art concentration is men and feminine roles. And this was really important for me because it was unconventional and it sparked my creativity and it sparked a conversation because very few people ever thought of what men and feminine roles would look like. And I thought that was really fun and exciting to do, and I've had a great time creating it. These are 2 pieces from my portfolio, which actually won a silver key, and this is very exciting for me as well because it helped me to appreciate my achievements and recognize that I am capable of doing what I wanted to do. So in addition to that, I also created a partially successful independent investigation. And I took IB biology because, well, I wanted to go into biology, but I thought it would be a good prerequisite course to take because of my interest in science, but the IB biology IA was really, really difficult, and it didn't go the way I expected it to, but I felt like that was really defining and really important because I learned that things don't always go the way that you plan them to, and that you have to be able to look back at your work and realize why it didn't go that way, and you have to be able to analyze and reflect on it, and because of this, that has made me reflective, and that has made me an inquirer, and so I ask questions about why these things don't work the way that I expect them to, and how I can better improve them the next time. So with that, through all these experiences, they have been very time-consuming, but very important to me. But because of this, I am not balanced. So at the end of my junior year, I also got my first job. My first job was at Earl's Ice Cream, and it's an ice cream job. It's not very difficult, but it does take up a lot of time. And so I recognized my almost inability and my struggle to go back and forth between focusing on my really difficult classes and going to work. I've developed more of a balance since then, but I've realized that there are also things that, there's a give and take between these things that are important in my life. And I don't think I realized how important that was until I got this job. But because of all of these experiences, I have added to my interests such as medicine and science and art, and I've strengthened previous ones. So because of this, I enjoy community service. Here are two photos of my community service experience. The left is from We Day KY, and I really enjoy that group, and we do a lot of community service activities. And it's really influential to me because it's a lot of like similarly minded people working to better the community. And so I realized how important all of these things are to me, and how with my background in creating art and with my background for learning sciences, how that has actually played a role in like developing new community service activities. And so I've also really enjoyed conversation about societal improvement as as part of this, but also just as part of like being who I am. And I've also really enjoyed taking in and analyzing small details, such as through my IB biology IA and subtle lines and shading in art. All of these things have really combined in ways that I didn't really expect them to. And so because I have really solidified this interest in biology and in helping children and in creating art, I have applied to UofL. And so now I'm going to UofL, and I'm a bio major on a pre-med track for pediatrics, and I'm hoping to be a graphic design minor. That's my experience.